Hey there, everybody. Robert Taylor with Wonderscape Creations, continuing on with our Narrative Pro tutorial series. So where we left off was in the our default player here versus WC default player is we are now in the factions. Now, default owned tags, add any custom tags the character needs in here. For example, state invulnerable if you want the character to never take damage. I understand the need for the tags. I just don't know why it's in factions. For me, this is something that I feel would be better served under not even abilities. There should be a section just labeled gas, and then you have the abilities and you have this default own tags. But that is correct. Right now, you start out as invulnerable. So for now, we're going to go ahead and copy that. If we come here to state, and vulnerable, we are now in God mode. Now, default factions. This used to be an enumeration, meaning there was a hard set coded list of what you could be. They've since gone to gameplay tags, which I'm excited about. We have here, they have provided for us bandits, friendly all, heroes, hostile all, hostile others. I'm not 100% sure where they're going with the friendly all, hostile all, or hostile others at the moment. But we're going to talk about heroes and bandits. We are obviously a hero, and this would agree with us. This is a very um, simple way of doing things. What I mean by that is, sure, you would want to have heroes and bandits, but you may want to have player heroes, and then you have the guards, and you have um, the mages, and you have the night elves, and the blood elves, and the orcs. And if you're trying to go super complex with the whole race decisions on things like that, I would suggest keeping factions to factions and races to races. So if you wanted to do the Mage's Circle, great. If you wanted to do um, the Necromantic Mages, great. If you wanted to do the Assassin's Guild, fantastic. Instead of just heroes and bandits, they're keeping it simple because in 99.9% of RPGs, you have heroes and you have bandits. So we will keep that the same there. Now, your question may be, well, how do we decide and where do we figure out factions and who likes who and who hates who and who just doesn't care about those people? You find that in the game state. So if we go to our game mode and you find the game state, if you come in here to game state, you'll see there's nothing here, which could throw you off. However, if you keep selecting this, and you make sure class defaults is selected, you come over here to the right, you'll save GUID. You obviously want this. This information needs to be saved between sessions. Then we have down here under factions, faction alliance map. So first you choose who, the bandits. Then the attitude map. Who do they hate? They're hostile towards heroes. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add this. We're going to hit the plus sign because we're going to add a new group. And I'm going to hit this down arrow, add subtag, and I'm just going to name them civilian. Make sure you choose a source location, check mark, and we're going to choose neutral right there. So now we have someone hostile, someone neutral. Once we get to that, we'll play around with it and verify that it works. So if we hit this plus sign, because right now we the bandits know about the heroes, it's unsure in the documentation if it works the other way around. Um, I would assume that it automatically determines that, but it doesn't explicitly say in the documentation. So to be safe, we're going to go ahead and hit this plus sign here. Yeah, minimize that. Hit this plus sign. We're going to choose heroes. The plus sign. Bandits. Hostile. Civilians. And we'll keep that friendly. So that's it. This map will keep track of all of that, and we'll be able to better understand that when we get to the AI side of things, and even the dialogue side of things, because I believe we can pull this information. That way, the dialogue can determine which node to play, if they're, a hero or a bandit or civilian or part of the Galactic Alliance or something. That way, different things can be said, different options can be chosen. So it's something we'll definitely pull into when we go over all of that stuff. I just wanted to make sure you understood how it's all connected and where it's all at before we start getting to the really good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching, and in the next one, we will touch on triggers.